Brethren and sisters, we're delighted, Elder Bednar, Elder Christofferson, and myself, we're thrilled to participate in this satellite broadcast with you. We have been here listening. We've responded to these introductory messages that have been given. We hope you're enjoying them as much as we are. And we're at a point in the presentation now where the three of us, without script and surely no purse, are going to just talk. As Elder Nelson so kindly introduced us, we're specifically invited to address two or three specific matters. Priesthood principles, that's chapter 2 in handbook number 2. The idea of the work of salvation in the ward and the stake, that's chapter 5. And then we'll kind of combine and work back and forth between chapters 7 and 8, one on the Melchizedek priesthood and the other on the Aaronic priesthood. Through it all, we hope that we can ourselves do what we're asking you to do, and that is be open to the Spirit. We're praying for the Spirit to guide us as we talk here in this setting, just as you will want the Spirit to prompt you and guide you as you study these handbooks and as you meet in your councils and in your leadership settings. That's very important to us to try to demonstrate and respond to the very influences that we want for you. And may I just say what has been said before, but we'll continue to say it, that along with that whole overriding and ultimate influence of the Spirit and revelation, that in addition to these two marvelous new products, and they really are marvelous, they are a treasure. We've heard President Eyring use that word and President Monson before, and that's a marvelous word for these books. But we also remind you that this is the ultimate handbook for the church, that God has spoken and has given many, many revelations that we're entitled to pursue, we ought to pursue, we're invited to pursue in our administrative work. And so make sure that you see, as we're trying to see, the Scriptures as part of our handbook, central to anything we would call a handbook for the church, and reinforce it with Book 1 and Book 2. Elder Bednar and Elder Christofferson, as we consider and as we've been hearing from our brethren, and as we say to this wonderful audience out there, that this is a mix of revelation and the guidance of the Spirit coupled with very specific helps that have been provided in these handbooks. I ran across a quote, I think not by coincidence, a quote by the prophet Joseph the other day that perhaps could be a concluding comment of this introduction as we start into our discussion. He said once,